Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my channel BNB update. Listen to the news headline first. The bold and the beautiful spoilers: Ivy returns for Liam's new morning. Will spouses eventually reunite? Liam's tumor fiddle. What did Grace do to him for $1 million? Let's get into it. The bold and the beautiful spoilers: Ivy returns for Liam's new morning. Will spouses eventually reunite? The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Ivy Forrester will return as Liam Spencer gets a new morning. Will these spouses eventually reunite? During the week of July 21st to 15th, Ashley Brewer will resurface for some new bold and the beautiful scenes as Ivy Forrester. It'd be great if Ivy could reach out to Liam and check on him now that he's on the mend. After all, Liam and Ivy are former dears, so there's still a bond between them. In fact, there was a time when Ivy was throwing herself at Liam and trying to win him back. Now that Liam survived a projectile crack and apparently had an experimental surgery, he's got another chance at life. It's doubtful Liam ever really had a brain excrescence at all, since all signs point to a fiddle, but he clearly allowed he was dying. Since Liam now knows he's going to live, that could change his way of thinking. Perhaps Liam could get a bit bolder when it comes to grabbing openings and embracing everything life has to offer. Liam's precedence will be spending time with his daughters and making all the recollections he allowed he'd no way get to make. It'll be a relief for Liam to know he'll still be around to raise Kelly Spencer and Beth Spencer. Still, Liam might want to make room for some love in his world, too. There's no reason Liam has to stay single ever, so perhaps his survival could get the ball rolling on a long-awaited reunion. Steffi Forrester is happy with John Finnegan, while Hope Logan is happy with Carter Walton, at least for now. Since Liam's other spouses are taken, could he concentrate on Ivy and enjoy a fresh launch with her? It'd be a nice change of pace, and could potentially set the stage for some covetousness, especially on Hope's end. Part of Hope may still want to be with Liam deep down, so we'll bring you updates on her messy passions and any complicated news that might be brewing. Bold and the beautiful Liam's tumor fiddle. What did Grace do to him for $1 million? Bold and the beautiful put Liam Spencer through the ringer last week with a near-fatal projectile crack and a death judgment from excrescence on the CBS cleaner. Now Liam recuperates from a procedure that apparently removed that excrescence. But rather, some observers wonder if Grace Buckingham's surgery might have been nothing further than making a superficial slice on his head. Some suckers go as far as to suggest he no way had excrescence in the first place, with Grace Buckingham making herself a quick $1 million with a fiddle. But others suppose he'll still have that excrescence when Finn gets a new MRI and Grace disappears with her new fortune. Also, some bold and the beautiful suckers suppose Liam may have had excrescence removed and he'll crop a changed man, personality-wise. Whatever is passing, observers saw substantiation that Grace Buckingham was lying to Bill Spencer when she picked up the scalpel to operate rather of her co-worker. So, sucker's suspect commodity is out with Dr. Buckingham and this so-called surgery fix. Bold and the beautiful Finn drops hint about Liam Spencer's main caretaker. Looking back at the scenes from last week on Bold and the Beautiful, Grace Buckingham was protective of her case, Liam Spencer. Indeed, Finn picked up on this. On Friday's Bold and the Beautiful occasion, Finn mentioned how Grace set up the excrescence, which hints at how this opinion started. When the surgery was about to be, observers suggested that Grace looked like she was fighting off guilt. The same type of jest was seen from Grace, formerly Liam's surgery was complete during Friday's Bold and Beautiful occasion. As Bill sang her praises for Liam Spencer's new parcel on life, Grace looked uncomfortable. Substantially, the suckers describe her as looking shamefaced. Bold and the beautiful Liam kept heavily sedated. Bold and the Beautiful threw us a twist after Liam's operation. He apparently passed brain surgery, yet just hours laterally after this parlous procedure, Grace told Bill Spencer to take his son home and he'd be fine. This stunned Bill, but he went on with Grace Buckingham's directions, as she's the expert. But when Finn and Bridget Forrester rushed to Liam after chancing out Bill took him home, they were full of enterprises. Grace was nowhere to be set up, and Liam was kept heavily sedated by a nanny that Grace assigned to Liam at home. Some Bold and the Beautiful suckers suppose Finn will be the one to figure this out once he takes a look under Liam's girth. Bold and the beautiful Finn finds a superficial cut on the head? Without Grace Buckingham around, Finn may take it upon himself to check Liam's gash from his supposed brain surgery coming week on Bold and the Beautiful. Some suckers suppose he'll find nothing further than a superficial cut on the head. Since Finn suggested it was Grace who set up this excrescence, suckers suspect that she could have used another case's MRI images. She could have told the other croakers that the images belonged to Liam. Up until now, they would have a reason not to trust Grace. So, if this is the case, they trusted what she was saying and went on with her opinion. They didn't question her findings, especially if she substituted another excrescence case's tests for Liam's tests. BNB, what did Grace do to Liam? All kinds of propositions for this bold and beautiful plot spin across the social media platforms about what Grace Buckingham did to Liam Spencer last week. One proposition has Grace performing the surgery without telling anyone the possible issues. Some suckers suppose Liam will wake up with a new personality, and conceivably someone who might not flash back those close to him. The videotape below covers that possibility of a new personality. Still, Grace scammed Bill and Liam indeed if the brain excrescence was removed. She presented a croaker, who apparently developed this experimental surgery. But as we watched, it was Grace who progressed to use the scalpel on Liam. The man she said was the croaker was in the room with her, but he followed her lead. So, some suckers suppose she scammed a hopeless father, Bill Spencer, out of $1 million. Her anxiety about getting his million into her account was seen on screen many times. Also, she got that mysterious phone call. It appeared she was spooked when promising the person on the other end the plutocrat was on the way. Grace set it up for a nanny to cover Liam around the timepiece on Bold and the Beautiful last week. He's kept sedated, but perhaps it was for just enough time for her to get out of city. Because if this was a $1 million fiddle, this lady is in trouble. But if she doesn't flee and happens to show up, she clearly has a lot to explain on the CBS Cleaner. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.